Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be counting down my top 10 favorite starter Pokemon and their competitive, my top 10 favorite Pokemon to use in the competitive environment. Sadly, due to the fact that I got there's only one Lil Cup Pokemon on here because the other two which I normally use in Lil Cup are actually their fully evolved forms are on this list. So I didn't want to include the same Pokemon more than once. So starting from number 10, we have here Meganium. I've included the builds I normally use with these Pokemon so that if you want to try them out, you can. You can also message me and I will send you these Pokemon and I'll copy their sets and send them to you. But anyway, before we start off, welcome everyone to the channel. If you're new to this channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, hit that like button. We're going to aim for 30 likes on this video. If I do get 30 likes on this video, I will actually involve a second top 10 video very soon. But yeah, if you're new, please do subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I go live or whenever I upload videos. I do daily live streams of 3 hours a piece normally, and we do currently have a fair few ongoing series as well. So starting off with number 10, we have Meganium. So with Meganium, I tend to prefer to run a much more bulky build to it, as it is its best build in my opinion. So I tend to include leftovers, aromatherapy, because it provides a supportive build really, where you can run a aromatherapy to heal your entire team. You've got Synthesis, you've got Leech Seed, and you've got Giga Drain. So you've got all the healing aspects there. You can switch in, you can aromatherapy, heal your entire team, hit a Leech Seed, and switch out into another Pokemon. The Leech Seed will keep that other Pokemon going for longer as well. What I tend to do is I tend to put like a 252 into its HP, giving it the biggest HP. So if you're healing, basically, because you've got 364 health, you are healing 182 health every time you use Synthesis. That is if it's not in a sun. So where this is most at home is in a team which is setting up Sunny Day with, say, Mega Charizard Y or Cantonian Ninetales, two of the most popular Sunny Day setters, as well as Camerupt as one of them as well. You've got access to 252 in your special defense, which takes you up to a good 299 special defense. You can mess around with the nature, give it a positive special defense nature. I personally prefer to run positive special attack nature to get the most life out of Giga Drain. So that is Meganium. On to number 9, which is Delphox. Delphox is a really tricky Pokemon to build around. Its hidden ability of Magician really gives it an edge in the competitive scene. Not so much in like the higher tier. As you can see with Delphox, it is a never used Pokemon, but in its tier, its ability Magician can really mess with your opponent. But the thing is, you have to know what item they've got. You've also first got to get rid of your own item, which is why you run Power Herb. Power Herb allows you to Solar Beam. It will likely take out a single Pokemon, but then you tend to Calm Mind after, scout out what what item they have. And if it's an item you know you're going to be able to use, you can Flamethrower. If it's an item you can get rid of, you can just you can just try to get rid of it. But you don't want to get stuck with the wrong item. You don't want to go hit them, steal their choice scarf or their choice band. Yes, the choice item is going to be useful, but it will lock you into the move, which means that you have to be careful. Now I tend to run a really fast build for this. You really want to hit first, steal our item, and stop them from using it on their next turn. So moving on to number 8, we've got Mega Blastoise. Now it's no secret that Blastoise is my favorite starter. It was my first ever starter, and it's very much been my favorite starter since. Now what you can do is you can run it as a bulky build. You tend to run it as a bulky build. You can run Rain Dish on it. It doesn't matter if you run Torrent, as you're going to be running the Blastoise tonight. But the thing is, Rain Dish I prefer because it gives you an edge. If you have that Rain Setter, or if you're in a double battle and you can send out Pelipper, which is one of the current favorite Rain Setters. But yeah, you can send out, if you're in a double battle, you can send out your Pelipper, and you can stall them out. Really, you tend to run it as your Rapid Spin Pokemon if you're going to run it at all, because Rapid Spin then therefore will get rid of the entry hazards. Then you got access to Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Flash Cannon, all of which are really good if it's hidden ability, if it's Mega ability, sorry, which is actually Mega Launcher, which is really where you want to build. You want to build around that Mega Blastoise's ability. One of the only reasons I'm not running a stab move is because I wanted to run Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin gives you the edge against your opponent Pokemon. Yes, you've got a negative attack nature, but you don't really care about that. You're not attacking with Rapid Spin for the damage. You're really attacking with it to get rid of the hazard setters. Now, the thing is, my personal thoughts on this Pokemon is you could really run it on a Trick Room team, because you can then give it a negative speed nature, allowing you to get in for, if you wanted to get in for a bit more damage with the Rapid Spin. It's not much of a difference, really doesn't make much of a difference. But if you're going to go for your Trick Room team, you'd really want to put the 31 out. You really want to get perfect IVs in attack, because that way you can give it a negative speed nature and get in for a lot of damage using your Rapid Spin, because it puts its attack up to 202, and it does actually get a slight attack bonus when you Mega Evolve. It's not really noticeable, but it is there. But yeah, onto Empoleon. So actually, with Blastoise, if you want to message me on Discord for the Blastoise set, let me know which set you want to run it. What team you want to run it on. If you want to run it on a Trick Room set, I will send you that set I just said it to. If you want to run it as a doubles or singles, then I will edit it back for those metas. So let me know what meta you want to run it for. So I was actually making this team in a bit of a hurry. So this is actually meant to have a adamant nature. So with Empoleon, you tend to run this as a bulky set. You run it with max HP IVs, and also you want to have max. You want to have max attack EVs as well, but you're going to run it with a Sword Stance and Defog. Again, this is another Pokemon that you tend to run normally on a Trick Room team, but it's usable without Trick Room as well. So the reason why is it's bulky. It is bulky and has really nice special defense and okay physical defense. It's not the best physical defense you could have, but it's good enough for you to set up at least one Sword Stance, and that's really all you need. You set up a Sword Stance, you can Aqua Jet, or you can Knock Off. Knock Off is there for getting with their item and getting chip damage in. Aqua Jet is there as a powerful priority water type move, which means that you get the hit in. You are guaranteed to get at least one hit in after your Sword Stance. So if they hit you, they do more than half. You don't care. You'll just go Aqua Jet, see how much that does. It'll either do chip damage that you can then switch into something and revenge kill, or you can kill at least one Pokemon with that Aqua Jet. Because it has really decent physical attack. At 298 physical attack, it is extremely good. It'll give you the edge that you need, really. Now, on to number 6. Number 6 is another Mega from Gen 1. Gen 1 was really one of my favorite gens. Reason I like Venusaur is for the same reason that my mascot is Ferrothorn. It is bulky, it takes the hits, and it can win through status moves. This is where I thrive. It is a tank. So you run 252 defense, 252 special defense, 4 special attack for the Giga Drain. You give a positive defense nature. The reason for that is you're going to Mega Evolve on turn 1. Doesn't matter what your ability is. You can have Chlorophyll or you can have Overgrow, but you're going to Mega Evolve on turn 1. And why? Because it gets an ability that basically removes its weakness to fire and ice. That way you only have to worry about Earthquakes, which explains why you're going to have a bold nature, because you are going to need that defense. Your biggest weakness now is not the fire type moves that's going to come your way. It's not the ice type moves that's going to come your way. It is the flying and ground type moves that's going to come your way. You still don't like the psychics. You're never going to like the psychics. Because if you're going to take a psychic, you're taking it from probably an Alakazam. And you don't care. Even a psychic from my Mega Alakazam will only 2-hit KO this Venusaur. That's a Mega Alakazam. One of the best Megas you can find out there. One of the best special attacking Megas you can find out there, to be precise. And you don't care. You will eat that stab psychic up. Even with maxed out special attack EVs, IVs, and nature, you will still bulk 1 hit from that Mega Alakazam, which allows you to get off a Giga Drain. Now, it's not going to do too much, but it will do enough. It will heal you as well. Or you can get off a Symphysis and eat up 2 of its psychics. Now, on to number 5. Here's the only Little Cup Pokemon on this top 10, and that is Chimchar. Assault Vest, Iron Fist, Chimchar. Not much to say here. It's your typical Assault Vest Pokemon. You're going to have, because it's a Little Cup Pokemon, your EVs are all over the place. But you're prioritizing attack and speed because you want to get the Fake Out, you want to get the Fire Punch, you want to get the Power Up Punch. And you can also scout out their team's lead by leading with this Fake Out, U-turn into a better Pokemon. So on to the next section. Sorry, I had to put this into 2 because I'm using Showdown. Next section is the top 4. We are now into the top 4. Primarina, Superior, Greninja, and Blaziken. So Primarina is your typical special attacker. It's speedy, it hits hard. Torrent is actually better than Liquid Voice. Reason? Scald. If you're in doubles, Liquid Voice is better. You run Hyper Voice instead. But in singles, Scald. Because you can get that burn. You got the burn chance. It's 10 power less, but you don't care. Energy Ball, Moonblast, Psychic for the coverage moves. Moonblast for the stab and Dragon types. You don't need Ice Beam. Ice Beam is an option over Energy Ball if you really need to. But I prefer Energy Ball because you've got Moonblast for the Pokemon you're going to hit that with. On to Superior. Superior, you've seen this list a million times if you play competitive. Life Orb is the odd thing out here. It's your typical contrary with Leaf Storm and Giga Drain. Aromatherapy for some status recovering because you don't really like Toxic and you don't really like Paralysis. Substitute to prevent people from lowering your stats. Well, you got Contrary, but what I mean is raising it. Life Orb. For extra damage, with Giga Drain, you can eliminate the downside to Life Orb easily. Greninja, again, you've probably seen this a million times. It's a flexible build. You could run U-turn on it. My personal favorite is the Assault Vest variant, where you run Dark Pulse, Ice Beam, Scald, and Extra Sensory. Now, the only difference here is if you're going to run the U-turn variant, you get rid of Ice Beam, add U-turn, get rid of the Assault Vest, add Choice Scarf. Now, here is the spicy one. Blaziken. Protect, Sword Stance, Blaze Kick, Poison Jab. The reason I go with Blaze Kick, Poison Jab is I am going for the easy kills here. I don't really run Blaziken for the flinch hacks with the Rock Slide. I run it for the easy kills with Blaze Kick and Poison Jab. You set up a Sword Stance, you protect, then set up Sword Stance, then protect again, and then you start killing stuff with your times 2.5. Sorry, times 2.5 speed. Your times 2 attack, and look at the attack on this monster. 460. With a Sword Stance, you're looking at 920, and your speed is stupid as well. Blaziken is easily my favorite starter next to Blastoise. Basically, my favorites, my top 3 starters go Blastoise, Blaziken, and Greninja in favorite order, but in competitive order, I'm sad to say that Blastoise has to be really low down due to its competitivity being really low in its uses. Well, guys, that'll do it for this top 10. I hope you all enjoyed. I know I did making it. Please, if you did enjoy, again, I'm going to say leave a like on that video. If we do hit 30 likes, I will do another one. Thank you, everyone who listened and stayed until the end. For those who stayed until the end, you are the best. Leave a comment down below with potential top 10s if you get to do another one. I prefer for them to be competitive. So put your top 10 favorites, your top 10 basically competitive wise. So whatever type of competitive you want to see, top 10 stalls, top 10 stalling Pokemon, top 10 offensive Pokemon, whatever, anything to do with competitive. Well, thank you guys. This is it for this top 10. I will see you in the next video. Bye.